Yeah, it's a huge deal. Great compliment for Evan and who he's become, and also who he is as a person. You know, you don't to pitch in those moments. You got to be one heck of a guy and one heck of a competitor and a guy that can handle his emotions and make pitches. You know, make pitches behind in the count, especially those times when we're the visiting team where you know one bad pitch could end the game and for the other team. So. Super happy for him, for a guy that was kind of unheralded, wasn't unheralded by us, but was unheralded out of junior college. I can't wait to see the statue they build for him in Brenham because they need to.
When you look back at that after fall camp that year he came in, how much do you think back on that decision, that roster decision,
yeah.
and bringing him on?
Yeah, we didn't. I say we thought about cutting him, but it was in the conversation. When you're looking at the last couple spots on the roster and. He had a decent fall, but wasn't great, and the stuff at the time wasn't awesome. But I remember sitting in my office with the coaches and saying, what coach ever has cut a left-handed pitcher that throws strikes? I mean, those guys win no matter what kind of stuff is. So, and then he evolved into a great season last year, and then obviously took it totally next level. And Max has had a lot to do with that too. He's actually changed a fair amount. To become even more effective with his pitches and angles to the plate and all kinds of things. So, what a bad decision that would have been.
Obviously, all year he's been great, but especially in the regional and super regional run. I mean, do you think you guys would be here if he didn't have it?
No, we wouldn't be here without any of the players. The players, even the guys that don't play as much. They all play a role. But Evan certainly he shortens the game. One of the beauties of Evan is he can. It's not just the 8th or 9th inning. We can bring him in the 7th, and he can, finish a game. So that takes a lot for a hit, especially in the SEC and the teams we played in the postseason. When you get to see him a second time, that tells you how effective a guy is with the game on the line.
I know you've called him in the past your all-time pitcher, and you've said you've had a few of those guys throughout your career. So now with this award, where does he rank on the all-time list of all-time pitchers for you?
He's probably first. Trey Tickle at TCU did that a lot for us. I think if Palish would have had 2 years with us, he might have been that. You'd have to say he's the best one.
And then I know we spoke to you yesterday, but the matchup with Florida now that it's about 24 hours away, what is the game plan or the key to defeating them and moving into the winners bracket? And also, I haven't heard you name a starting pitcher.
Lampkin's going to start the game. The key, would be first of all getting through the first inning. The jitters of that, the good anxiety that comes along with playing a game in Omaha and the first time in a night game on a Saturday night against a team that played for the national championship last year. So I think that that'll be a big part of it, and then just playing good baseball. It's not obviously Cags is a huge player for them, but they have other great players. So got to limit free bases and get timely hits just like any other baseball game. It's nothing really more than that.
You talked about the team and being able to take everything in and then kind of compartmentalize that. How have you seen them do that so far?
I think we're going to have a conversation about it on the bus just to remind them. But so far they've done a great job. I thought our practice was great. I didn't think anybody was. I thought it was just a normal practice yesterday on the field. I didn't think there were any eyes of wonder or anything like that. I think guys came there to work. So we'll find out. But I have full confidence in this team, and they've handled things all year long. And I think playing at home in front of the 12th man and playing in the SEC and some of the places we go, even though it's Omaha and the stadium's bigger, but you are used to that level of energy and anxiety in a ballpark. So the adrenaline that goes into all the SEC weekends and then playing at home helps our team a lot.
For Evan, a little extra cool with this award that he's not a power throwing closer. He's a pitcher's pitcher.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it just shows you that pitching's pitching, and we've had guys have won that award with power stuff, and a guy like Evan can do it in his own way. So the name of the game is getting outs and throwing strikes, and he's the best in the country at it, as proven by that award.